Hello, everyone. I just saw this message here and it's so apt. It said, for the first time, this is from Everest at Novi Everest on X. He said, for the first time, Tinubu met with people who were not clapping at every nonsense he says. Thank you, Catholic bishops. I think at this moment, every one of us, we should really thank, the Catholic bishop for really standing up and doing the thing that religious leaders are supposed to do. Standing for truth, justice, equity, standing with the masses in times of hardship, not going to go and lick the feet of a dictator, of someone who has failed in governing Nigeria and has made the lives of Nigeria extremely miserable. The Catholic Church, the Catholic bishops went in there and they represented what they're supposed to stand for, what they stand for, the truth. And they knew that there's only one God that is there that people serve, and that God is not Tinubu. A lot of other religious rulers have forgotten that it is God that we serve, and that God is not Tinubu. When they go in there, the psychophancy of what they do is focused on licking the behind of a man who is not even supposed to be in that office in the first place. Religious rulers have turned the responsibility they have, the dignified responsibility that they have, into something that has become something worthless because of their psychophancy. You're finding religious rulers are the ones who are going out there supporting people who are not doing well for the people who are leading wrongly. Instead of telling them the truth, instead of calling them out, instead of ensuring that they know that doing the wrong thing has a repercussion, not just in this world, but in the hereafter. But you see, at every moment, they collude to ensure that Nigerians are kept down. And one thing I will say to you, at the end of this, I'm going to show you a video of Cardinal Onayeka. Cardinal Onayeka has always been one person, one religious ruler that I know that has stood with the truth. He doesn't care whatever administration it was, be it whatever. He will simply say it as it is. What are you going to do to him? The truth is the truth. It doesn't need a NAFDAC number. But you see a lot of people who are also elderly, religious leaders who should be able to stand and speak truth to power. They never do that. They look for every kind of opportunity that they can find to do psychophancy at the detriment of their people, at the detriment of the suffering of the people. Tinubu thought that this was part of his fake bishops that he always brings in at any time. He sits down, he concords, and then they'll come and be acting according to his script. No, he met Catholic bishops and they stood on business and they let him know that indeed it is not well with Nigeria. And for me, one of the things I always say this, there's nothing like, oh, the leader does not know, it is the aid, the people. Who put the aid around him? It's not it is what he wants to know that he gets to know. It is not the fault of the people around, it's the fault of the person. The person has to take responsibility 100%. And Tinubu is coming to tell us that since when he was young, that there has been poverty, the church should take. Is the church government? Why should the church be subsidizing for Tinubu's bad government? Why? His bad and illegitimate government. Why should the church be subsidizing that? Why should anybody be subsidizing the bad governance that he has been given? He stood there. He decided he wanted to do not to do the job, but to fulfill whatever it is that is out there fulfilling, as in destroying this country. But there are people, and at every time it is upon us to say the truth. Say it. Don't go looking for whatever. Don't go looking for some favors or whatever. The truth, they say, will set you free. And that's exactly what, the Catholic bishops have done. And I must say to every Nigeria, let's give them that hand. Kudos to them for standing up to a bully who thinks his money can buy everything. Na that one they go say e shock am. As they talk am for that, e shock am well well. As they stand for im eye, so they tell am the gospel truth, not those nonsense that he keeps hearing for all those traditional rulers and religious rulers that are always going over him and fawning over him because of one thing or the other that they stand to gain from it. The truth is the truth, and the truth must be said. Thank you to the Catholic bishops.
Ask me, how did I see the face of
the president in reaction?
I was not surprised that he was not looking very happy. Nor even his colleagues who were there. We knew that this is different from the kind of statements that our president keeps receiving from all kinds of people. And that is one of the things that worries us, that there are so many people hanging around Mr. President, giving him a rosy picture of what the country is, which it is not. And we felt that we have no duty to do that. Indeed, we have the obligation to help him to appreciate the reality of the situation in which we find ourselves. And that is the reality that we painted, which I know is not the kind of thing that he wanted to hear. And the reply shows very clear.
I'm concerned that your cross is going over your mic.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, and you can see his reply. We left that hall, both sides, knowing that, we said what we had to say. He said what he had to say.
So was it a frosty meeting then? Would you describe it as fairly frosty? Because, I mean, many Nigerians have become accustomed to polite meetings between religious leaders and political leaders.
When the nation is bleeding, you can't expect a polite meeting with the head of state. We need to let him know. And his reply is that the nation is not bleeding. We told him our economy is not helping our poor people. He told us the economy is doing fine. Practically speaking, he told us quite clearly that he did not agree with us. Again, I said, we're not surprised. We didn't expect him to agree with us. We have done our duty. We have delivered our message. And we have a feeling that somehow along the line, somebody will show him a few of the things we said.